Hello, hello. Happy Friday, everybody. What's going on? Let's get into it. Oh, what is going on in the world? Let's see here. I mean, what else can we talk about besides the Israel-Iran situation? It's literally what's all in my news feed right now. I mean, I saw this story breaking last night, and I don't know what to think of how 2025 is going so far. It just feels like there's a lot going on, and I know I was watching some like news streamers. They were talking about it last night, and literally, I love reading the comments on this. And the comments about the Israel thing is like 80% of it saying World War III is coming. And I don't know, it feels like I guess it's time. It's been a while. Um, but my thing about I guess my reaction, because I was awake last night and I heard what's that guy's name? Netanyahu, right? Um, talk about the attack and why they did it and everything. And I like it occurred to me. I was like, they're saying that it's a preemptive attack because Iran is very close to nuclearization, of their weapons and whatnot. And then I was like thinking to myself, like, I swore I heard this before, and then I looked it up, and I guess, I guess the Israelis have been saying that Iran have been close to nuclearization since 2010, around there. And so I've been looking it up. It says like they did a cyber attack in 2010 because they wanted to disrupt Iranian, like nuclear program, and then they did a whole bunch. Like you just looked at it. There's a timeline that's out there, and it was like literally every few years, Israel be like they're close to nuclear weaponization. We gotta do something. They're close, and we're gonna do something about it. And then, like, if you look at the list, there's like bombing, like January 12th, bomb, uh, November 10, assassination. It's kind of crazy. 2018, the Mossad, which is their special forces, break into a depot and steal documents about a nuclearization program. 2000 April. Okay, they review the files. Like, oh, we got the files. you know, it's been going on for a while. What's my thought on this though? When I think about Israel launching attacks and everything, what actually comes to my mind is Adam Sandler's Adam Sandler's "Don't Mess with the Zuhan." Is that what that movie was called? Literally, every time I think about the Israeli military, I think about that movie. uh, because here's the thing about Israel. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say about Netanyahu. He said that they're gonna do these attacks until they feel like it's no longer gonna be a threat. So get ready for a new, I guess, amusement park in Iran. That's where I feel like this is gonna be going. They're gonna level it down, and then Disney is coming in. The mouse. Nobody messes with the mouse. Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. Okay. Israel levels Iran. Disney comes in. Oh wait, no, Disney won't come in because w- was it Walt? Was it Disney? Walt Disney? They said that he's anti-Semite. Okay, let's throw it back. Take it back. Take it back. Disney and Universal have been at a war for a very long time on who's the best amusement park. Israel levels it out. Universal comes in. American movies made in Iran. I don't know. I don't know. It's too early to come up with something. I just think that this war is gonna go. It's gonna go for a very long time. Um, you know what I find really interesting also is that this happened under Trump's watch, and he's saying no more wars and stuff, but deep down, we all know that America needs to be in a war at all points because that's how we really make our moolah. It's America's number one export is weapons. So um, I could totally see like behind the scenes, people are excited. I mean, I bet you like the Raytheons, the military industrial complex, all those companies are super excited for this because they get to sell more weapons. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Um, yeah, we'll see how that goes because some people feel like we're heading towards World War III. So it could be, we could not be. Let's see what else is going on in the world that I find very interesting. Oh, Waymo. Going back to Waymo. There's this interesting. Let me see if I can share this with you guys. Boop 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 boop. Get a screenshot. Waymo is looking to hire a new public relations person, and I find this very, very interesting because here we go. Waymo is hiring a public affairs specialist in Los Angeles while people are setting cars on fire. Okay, that was just one day, guys. Get over it. But yeah, to the story, Waymo is looking to hire public relations people. Interesting. Let me see. How much are they paying? How much is Waymo giving? This job ranges from 125 to $175,000 per year. Woo! So if anyone out there has a in at into Los Angeles, I advise you to apply for this. This seems like a very fun job. Imagine rolling around in a robo taxi all around Los Angeles. Because the worst part about Los Angeles is the driving, the traffic, right? And that's how Waymo became very popular, is because now you could just pop in one of these, turn your brain off, and get to the next destination. So let me see here. Very interesting. Oh, blah 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 blah. I'm trying to read. Let's see. I mean, this is off the bat of oh my gosh, off the back of the first day of the protests riots, and they were setting the Waymo cars on fire. And my initial thought on this was, it's because Waymo should be working with the police forces and sharing because they're driving around collecting all kinds of data on people. They have cameras everywhere, and I guess I was just misinformed because I did some more research, and I guess Waymo has been doing that already. I thought it was going to be a new thing that they're going to be doing. That I'm like, oh man, you know what they should do? They should use those Waymos to capture footage, and I guess they have been doing that, and that was actually part of the reason why they were targeted because I guess people call them spy cars. That's new to me. I didn't know that. I didn't know that people because where I am, they don't have Waymos. I mean, I'm in California, but I believe they only operate in like the major cities. I'm not in an area that has, I guess, enough traffic for them to want to come here. But very interesting. So they call them spy cars, and I guess there's been a war with the tech companies because the tech companies are working with authorities to share locations, and the Waymos have cameras everywhere. And I guess people were saying that they're spy cars, and that's why they set them on fire. And if you guys don't know, they ordered them. They they ordered a bunch of Waymos to the location to set them on fire. That's why they were all lined up like that. I just thought that because when this broke, who has really time to do all this research and whatnot or look into these stories? After you see them, that's it. But yeah, guess they're considered spy cars, and they already took my idea. I thought that that was like, oh man, they have all these cameras on there. That's what they should do. Oh no, I dropped my little ball I had. Um, so that's very interesting. Waymo is hiring a public affairs specialist. Very interesting. I guess they don't want their cars to be set on fire. Which, let me look this up real quick. How much is a Waymo car? Because I saw somewhere they said that they caused like 3 million or plus dollars of damage just for those five. I believe there were five Waymo cars that were set on fire. How much is each Waymo car worth? Whoa. Oh, interesting. Okay. The cost of a Waymo car, including base vehicle and Waymo's self-driving technology, is estimated to be around 150 to $200,000. Very interesting. So, where did they get up to 3 million though? Oh, okay, okay. Some say it can go up to 300,000. Interesting. Because let me look it up now. How much damage was the five Waymo cars burnt worth? Okay, let's see. Oh, never mind. I guess. Okay, wait, never mind. I guess I was misinformed. It says up to $1 million. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're just doing what I just did, where they said like, oh, each Waymo car is 200,000. There's five of them, about $1 million. Um, I'll have to say that insurance companies, uh, big payout, guys, big payout. Um, very interesting indeed. Okay, so yeah, Waymo has been spying on people. I guess here's the concern. I guess that people are going to start having as Tesla ramps up its self-driving operation and Waymo is moving on, and they have all these cameras everywhere, and they're recording everything. I guess a few things that I hope that would get better then. Well, one, there's going to be less street crime because now, since now the streets are going to be patrolled with cameras, I would like to see a few things happen then. I assume policing should be easier now that there's going to be cameras driving around everywhere. And two, I feel like they need to have. I mean, I guess I'm trying to think. Is this going to be a good thing or bad thing? What do you guys think? Do you guys feel like with the Waymo and the Tesla taxi with their cameras driving around everywhere? Because I guess the police have been using the footage to make arrests and stuff already, from what I've seen. Do you guys feel like that's a good thing or bad thing? Because some people are arguing it's a big invasion of privacy to have all these cameras driving around, and one thing that they're people are concerned about is, I guess, routine tracking. But I feel like they're already tracking our routines with our cell phones. Now they can watch me. They can watch you go get coffee now every day. I'm pretty sure there's some sort of AI algorithm in the works right now to track people's days and then figure out how to sell to that person as they move around. Anyways, let's move on from the Waymo story. Let's see what else is going on that we want to touch on this beautiful Friday. Okay, we already touched on the Waymo. We touched on the Iran thing already. I mean, we could touch on the No Kings, or we could do this story I saw about 1 million honeybees swarm a truck in Washington State. Let me think. Okay, which one do you guys find more interesting? No Kings protests or honeybees? Honeybees it is. Okay. So this is the story that I'm talking about right here. Let me grab this. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Okay, let me share it with you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm talking about this story right here. Boom. Millions of honeybees a buzz after truck overturns in Washington state. Okay, let's look into this. What is going on with this truck and the honeybees? Oh, where'd it go? Okay, here we go. Let's see. Oh, but this is old. This is from May. Ah, not as interesting anymore. But anyways, a truck hauling about 70,000 pounds of honeybee hives rolled over at 4 a.m. in the Canadian border near Linden. Okay, I don't know where that is. Okay, it appears the driver could not navigate a right turn well enough, causing the trailer to roll over into a ditch. Okay. Deputies, blah, blah, blah. Several bee experts responded to the scene. The hive boxes later came off the truck. Local beekeepers swarmed to help recover and restore and reset the hives, according to sheriffs. Okay, save the bees, people. Save the bees. I will have to say, very interesting. I feel like, imagine this is how we attack Canada. Oh, that's the idea. We send them our bees and we'll just slowly sting them to death up there. That's I don't know. I just saw this picture and the story and I thought it was very interesting to me. That's a lot of honeybees. I remember one time in the front of my house, I saw a swarm of bees. And I don't know if you guys ever seen this. It's one of the most interesting things ever. A swarm of bees in your front door, and it's because when they move, and I guess some people don't know this. Like bees, they move hives, and they move in a swarm, and then they take breaks along the way, and some people freak out and they start killing the bees. Don't do that. Just leave them alone. They don't want to be in your front yard. They'll move on. That's that. Okay, now let's get to this new King's Day parade thing jig. Okay. I don't know if you guys where have you guys been, but you must have seen this map at some point or another. It's been popping up quite a bit now. I think a lot of news outlets and everyone's been talking about it. I don't know what you guys think about this whole situation right now because I feel like so this the map of all the protests that are planned this Saturday, which is coming up, and very interesting. I want to say it Saturday is going to be a very I just know it already. This this Saturday is going to be a big day in American history because there are over 1,800 protests planned in the U.S. alone, and it's not only in the U.S. I guess I just realized that in the map. Okay, In the map, I guess in other countries, they're planning to do a No King's Day protest too. This is silly. That's silly. Okay, they're saying it's a global thing. I have to say this again. Um, there are people that are protesting for a cause, and there are people that are just protesting to protest. If you are not in America or not affected by this, like you personally are not affected by this, you're just protesting to protest. Do you know what I'm trying to say? There's a difference between protesting for a cause. I don't care what the cause is. If it doesn't really affect you, I just feel like you're protesting to protest. You know what I mean? I'm looking at this map. Okay, let's look at the map again. Let me pop up the map again. Okay. Let me see. Boop boop boop. Let's pop up the map again because there's a difference between. I didn't realize it is all over the world, or not all over, but there are parts of the world. Okay, you see. Let me see if you can get into. You see this part here in Europe. I'll tell you this: if you're protesting in Europe, I get it. It's fun. But your protest will not change anything. You know what I'm trying to say? You have no effect. I I understand you're trying to like, jump on, but no. If you're in Europe, I'll tell you this, your protest has no effect on anything. Nobody cares. I'm gonna just be completely real. Nobody cares about, let's just say this one in Italy right here that looks like they're planning. You're protesting to protest is an excuse to, I guess, cause. This is where you know how they say like agitators. This is agitator activity. So I'm just saying you're distracting from the cause. Yesterday, I was talking about the Hamas flag, and somebody wrote in the comments, because I was saying that, hey, i- if you're gonna go to one of these protests, I'm just saying objectively, I don't care which side of any argument that anyone's ever on. You do you. As long as you don't affect me, I don't really care. Um, I was saying yesterday, just a word of advice that if you're gonna do this kind of activity, um, you know, don't bring the Hamas flag. And then someone in the comments they wrote, "Hey, then when is a good time to bring the Hamas flag?" And then I just said, not during these protests. The Hamas flag doesn't belong here. That's what I was saying. And this person, I don't know why this person decided to write in the comments about this because I just thought it's just common sense. Like, this is an American issue. Like I said, I don't care if you're right side, left side, blue, white, purple, green, red, whatever, right? It doesn't matter. There's a time and a place. And like I understand people using the American flags. It's this is America, And then I understand the position of people using the Mexican flag because they say that around, I believe it's like 70% of illegal or undocumented immigrants are from Mexico. So I understand they want to use the Mexican flag, to do that. The Hamas flag has nothing to do with anything for this event. And I'm watching a lot of protest streams and whatnot and content. And every once in a while, in the corner of my eye, I will see one Hamas flag in the corner during these protests, and I'm like, that it doesn't belong. It doesn't belong. Like, there's a time and a place, and this is an American issue. The Hamas, Gaza or whatever issue is another issue for another time. If you want to raise awareness or that's a cause that you believe in, um, I'm telling you, you're not helping. y- you're making it look worse because then it looks like you're just trying to leech on, and then you're gonna get two sides of, I guess, the political spectrum angry at you. You're making more enemies. I'll say that. Okay, you're gonna make more enemies with this than showing up with a Hamas flag, if that is your thing. Like I said, I don't care. I'm just letting you know, throwing it out there again. Don't bring random other things to. This is okay. Another strategy point, I guess. I don't know. I guess this is going to be my last point on this before I jump off. Um, a big issue that the Democrats have had is that they try to tack on too many too many random groups that people just don't care about, and I guess they're too afraid to lose anybody to shoo them away. If you understand what I'm trying to say. I mean, I love what Bernie said when he was on the Faker podcast. He said it. Literally, there's too many little subgroups that they tacked on, and it's like it's just too many, and then they conflict with each other, and they divide all kinds of people. A great example with this is actually the trans athlete situation. I have yet to find anybody, or maybe I just don't know that many trans people. I guess I don't know. It's If you look it up, it's literally 1% of 1%. It's very small part of the population that are one that are moving to the other side of the fence, and an even smaller set of that population actually do sports, right? It's not a hill to die on either side. It's a very small issue, and honestly, this issue could be solved very easily with just a little bit of regulation. If you, I would just say this: if this is what I feel like, if you are in that position, um, you need to compete in your own category. It is what it is. And then some people are gonna be like, oh, well, there's not enough people to participate. Let's say you're trying to play basketball and there's not enough, you know, you don't have enough teammates. I'll say that, right? Well, then move to a different sport that you can compete by yourself and be in your own category. And then some people are going to say, like, hey, that's going to cost the organizers more money because they have to, do all these separate things. Well, there has to be a solution that works for everybody. And that's the only one that I can think of that works for everybody. Um, or you could just straight up say, I mean, you should know better. Sometimes I always feel like they move to the other side to compete just to cause get extra attention. Who knows? But I just feel like the best, easiest way for everybody is just maybe own category, and it's only a small part of the overall picture. Again, anyways, but it's not a hill to die on for either side. I always feel like as long as it doesn't affect you, just move on. There's no reason to hate on anyone, I guess. But then again, I don't know. We'll see. All right, I gotta take a break, and then I'll be back a little bit later, and then we'll figure out what do we want to really talk about. I feel like the news is so heavy these days. We got pending possible World War III, no King's Days coming up. We'll see how that goes because I am guaranteeing you that's going to be a day to remember. All right. See you guys later.